Hey, welcome to some insights from the Compliance Line 2020 benchmark report. We're here to help you be a stronger ethics expert and serve your people better. So we're going to be talking today about business quality issues. This is part of our broader benchmark that looks at the categories of issues that come in, and this is the metric within the benchmark that has the most noise. I'm sure you've seen, if you've gone from one job to another, that they have a different set of categories and they call it HR, they call it policy or whatever. So that's why we see that business quality issues is one thing that is pretty standard across different organizations. So what is this? These are things that are related to the industry that you're in. So this is around the service of your customers, the quality of your products, the safety of your food, the safety of your patients, and things like that. And there's not a big difference between what we see in our benchmark and what's in the industry standard, but we want to bring this up because this is a really important thing to focus on that indicates some really insightful things if you're off this benchmark that can point you to how to have a better culture.
So if you're getting significantly less than 1 in 5 calls in your system or 1 in 5 reports in your system that are not related to business quality, that could be an indication that you have a culture issue, right? It could be that your organization or your team doesn't feel that ownership or doesn't, resonate, or that speak up culture that you're trying to push is not really resonating with folks, right? So what you can do is help to try kind of drive that by, again, through awareness campaigns, through education. What else you can do is to tap folks who are part of your organization and get some roundtables going to get some ideas on how we can drive this up.
It's really powerful.
I mean, very few organizations have like a 0% failure rate. They may not even exist anywhere. So the fact is, there's probably business quality issues going on that are going unreported. So how can we get it closer to this? If on the other side, 80% of your issues are business quality issues, then that might be a definitional issue with your line, which means that this is just a quality control line. Or it could be, again, an indication that there's a true systemic problem in your operations. In any of those cases, what we want to drive toward is either stamping out actual risk and changing policies, procedures, and processes to drive toward the business quality that we all want, but we also want to reinforce the speak up culture and make sure that people know about it and are encouraged to speak up. So one creative thing that we've seen some clients do is spin up a specialty line, and that specialty line can be like an ideation line. So again, if you're running a manufacturing facility, for example, there's people on that shop room floor who have great ideas that maybe they've never been asked what their opinion is or how they would improve the operation. Spinning up an ideation line like we're talking about will provoke those people to pick up the phone and figure out ways to improve. The system can route that to the department that can make the change. But below the surface, what you're doing is you're helping them engage. You're giving them something positive to report about, right? A point of improvement, so that when that thing that they see going wrong comes up, they will be more inclined to pick that phone up. So those are a couple little tips and tweaks that you can do to try to drive this thing up. Again, if it's up too high, it's either there's a true systemic risk in the organization, but what we find is that 9 times out of 10, it's really an issue of people not having that ownership mentality as a company grows and begins to scale and has multiple locations and so forth. So this is a massive one, a massive opportunity for us as ethics and compliance and HR folks to provide additional strategic value to the organization, but it starts with that foundation of a speak up culture and the feelings that the employees have in the 4 walls that they work in to own what's going on there and speak up if something's not happening right. So stay tuned, we got some more benchmarks coming up for you.